From those unfortunate scenes, let's cross over to Parliament, where the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission chairperson, Wafula Chebukati, says he, together with the remaining commissioners, will not resign. Chebukati and the commissioners finally appeared before the National Assembly Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, and the session is currently in progress, but we're joined by Enoch Sikolia, who's there. Sikolia, what more do we know?
Thank you. Indeed, as you've just stated, Wafula Chebukati, who is the chairman of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, has just appeared here. He's just left a few minutes ago, having completed that session with the Parliamentary Justice and Legal Affairs Committee. Key of the issues that were discussed were revolving around the last general election, how the electoral body conducted the last general election, and given that and the accusations that were leveled against the chairperson, and two, one of the issues that came out clearly was the resignation of 3 commissioners of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, and the question that therefore arises, the question of if the commission has the requisite quorum to conduct its affairs. That is, given that right now the only commissioners that are remaining are the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission are 3, and therefore it brings forth the question of quorum. And so Wafula Chebukati has been responding to those issues, and also the issue of how technology was used, the questions that arose of whether the Independent and Electoral and Boundaries Commission actually misused technology during the last general election, if the tools that the electoral body was given were properly used. Wafula Chebukati maintains that the election, the question of whether the election was credible is a general question, and is a broad question that needs further or more time to be discussed. But on the issue of lack of quorum at the Independent and Electoral and Boundaries Commission, the chairman says that that question doesn't arise right now because there is no need for plenary sessions, which requires a quorum, and so he says as it is now, there is no crisis at the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, and whether he, together with the other 2 commissioners, have to resign, Wafula Chebukati maintains that the resignation of the 3 commissioners, and remember, Rosalina Kombe had already resigned prior to the resignation of the vice chairperson and the 2 other commissioners. So he says that the question of quorum doesn't arise, and for them, for the 3 having resigned, doesn't actually mean that the remaining also have to resign. But remember, the resignation of the 3 commissioners put into question the credibility of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. I remember the issues that were raised by the 3 commissioners. One being the leadership of the commission. They maintained that the commission lacked lacked leadership, and especially they were accusing the chairman of high-handedness in handling issues, and sometimes making resolutions that were not agreed upon by all the commissioners. So it has been an array of questions here at the at the Parliamentary Committee, and right now Wafula Chebukati has just made clear that he, together with the 2 commissioners, will not resign. Back to you, Trevor.
Thanks, Enoch, for that comprehensive update from Parliament, where IEBC is facing JLAC on the issue of quorum resignation. We'll be giving you more comprehensive analysis later on.